welcome to the Sleight of Hand podcast. I'm your DM today, Justin. First time on the podcast DMing. I'm pretty excited. How's everybody doing today?
We are doing Gucci.
Oh no, it's spread.
It doesn't spread. It's just in a spot.
This is the Gucci spot.
Oh,
this is
Gucci
where
spot?
Derek normally is, so I gotta hold it down for Derek over here. Right, Derek?
I'm chill.
See?
You're just chilling.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what Isaiah would say. So what would Christopher say, Isaiah?
You are my dad.
Yeah, that's what he would say.
Oh, hold on.
He's more in my spot.
Yeah, that's true.
There's something really
Sorry.
exciting.
There we go.
Yeah,
How
you
am I
gotta be
doing
way
There's
back.
a ridge on that couch there, right about where you're sitting.
Go on the chairs.
There's a couple exciting things about
Yeah, we got
this
back
podcast.
Wow.
Back support, great. Mm-hmm. A new player, Angel.
How's everyone doing?
Hey!
Yeah.
support. Hey.
Surprise, we got a new cast member. Very cool. And I'm not DMing. I get to play. That's very exciting.
Yep, very exciting. So, we've been talking about this on the podcast for a bit now. We are stepping into kind of 1850s fantasy London. We'll see how this goes. This is not a setting normally seen in Dungeons & Dragons. So we'll see how it goes. Not really sure how this is going to work. But
Dude, I'm excited.
yeah, it's about time to mix some stuff up. Fantasy tropes and everything. This is my interpretation of how London would be if we had magic and orcs and halflings and gnomes and all
Other
the
fantasy creatures.
accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
Yeah. Fancy words that Ian sometimes has trouble with.
A
Don't
Gucci
ever
remote.
ask me to read French.
French is tough.
It is very tough.
It's tough.
I butchered some pre-writes and just left it.
Yeah, rendezvous.
Yeah.
Ooh, but that's a word that's actually used in our language all the time.
It's deceivingly spelt weird.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
A lot of TION words are French words.
There was the problem with it is that I didn't pre-read anything that someone sent me, and I just started shooting off, and I was like, "Oh, it's a little harder than I thought it would be." Mm-hmm. So.
All right. So, let's begin.
Yes.
We start our journey in, like I said, Victorian London. The city is not necessarily bleak, but not very clean, foggy, cold. We're in the midst of winter, nearing spring, but not quite there yet. Still cold, a little bit past all the snowfall that can hit every once in a while. This is kind of midday on the River Thames. We're starting in a steamboat. There's a relatively tightly packed steamboat carrying foreigners, locals, people doing not so much trade, just more moving people. Passing underneath the Southwark Bridge, heading towards Waterloo, there is a call and a whistle on the deck saying, "Everyone back to your seats. Your tickets tell you where to sit. We're being boarded. It is a routine inspection by the Crown Police." So everybody returns to their rooms. And the four of you happen to be in one of the little side chambers. There's seating for about 8, so you've got some room to spread out. And, you're waiting for inspection. What are y'all doing?
Well, in the corner you see a younger teenage girl, probably between 18 and 20 years old, and white, kind of curly long hair. She has 3 Rapier's kind of an X formation and one vertical on her back, and she has a dulcimer out, and she's just kind of playing a tune to herself and humming and singing. A little bit anxious to get to mainland from travel.
All right. Sitting in a different corner, you see an older gentleman, maybe in his 40s. Ear length, dark hair with a little bit of gray in it. He's got a cane in one hand, and the other, you see him reading from like a metal bound book that's chained to his belt. And he's just sitting there reading, occasionally nodding to the melody that the young lady is playing.
Probably a couple seats over from him, you see a soldier, but not from the UK or Great Britain. He's wearing an American uniform, and he's looking a little blue. He doesn't have his sea legs, and so this journey across the ocean was quite the ordeal for him. Probably a little dehydrated, headache, not looking too great.
And then I guess in another seat, where, I don't know, you see a darker skinned man. He's probably standing height would be around 6 to 6'2". White eyes. He has a haircut. Is faded all the way to his skin on the sides. Long top though, but it's more dreads kind of pushed to the side as well. He's wearing probably normal standard. Is it 1815 London?
1850s, your general shirt.
Yeah,
vest.
vest, button-up shirt, no jacket though. The cuffs of the long sleeve button-up are rolled up, probably to mid forearm, and you're just sitting there, maybe reading like a little book to pass the time.
Okay.
And with some facial hair as well. Probably like just enough to make a little bit of a nice tight goatee.
Speaking of facial hair,
Gotta get the beards out of the way.
yeah, all the facial hair. My character, Saul T. Peterson, has some friendly mutton chops that are light brown. That's the technical term for them, by the way. Light brown hair with blue eyes. Kind of a weathered look. They could kind of tell beyond him just being seasick. He's got well calloused hands and lightly tanned skin.
Okay, I guess we're getting the beards out of the way. Let me jump onto that train too. Yeah, so back to the gentleman in the corner. Won't go into too much detail. It looks relatively well put together. The only thing that really shows that he may not take as well of care of himself as he should is he's got like a Don Quixote style mustache and goatee going on. The rest of the beard looks relatively trim, but then that just gets out of hand.
My character doesn't have a beard. Just want to put that out there.
Okay. Have everybody make perception checks for me.
We get to roll some dice.
Yeah, right off the bat. The most standard first roll perception check.
Oh
my gosh. Not doing too hot. I'm just going to be reading my book.
15.
15.
I'm really digging my book.
6.
I got a 7.
Natural 1.
I think I'm
First one of the game!
Get that out of the way. I'm just really stuck in my tune, not really paying attention to much more.
Over the music, you hear from a couple cabins down some bits and pieces of some police officers speaking with the people in the cabin there, asking for your identification, papers, tickets, make sure there's no stowaways, looking for people who are in this country without proper documentation. Yeah, that's what you hear.
Okay. Then I'll kind of pat myself down, make sure I got my papers in order, just kind of have it ready beforehand. Fix my uniform just a little bit. And then just kind of glance around and just wonder to myself, I wonder if all of them have the proper papers.
Yeah.
I noticed that you're fumbling kind of through your coat, and I stop playing music and I say, "Is there something wrong, sir?"
No, I just get the feeling that we're probably going to be needing our identification and papers of transportation soon.
And at that time, Valencia is kind of fumbling through her pockets to make sure that she has the ticket that she acquired getting on the boat in her pocket.
Okay. After a few minutes, you hear a knock on the door to your cabin. Open up!
Saul will mosey on over and open up the door.
When you open the door, you see 3 officers with their clubs in their belts. He's holding out just a little flat book with his official crown badge. So everybody stays seated. He gestures you to go back and sit.
Go back. All right, go back and sit down.
Need tickets, identification papers. Did you speak to him at all?
I'd probably just open up the door and probably said, no, I probably just open up the door
Okay.
to let him in. I'd probably have it already ready, and I hand it to him promptly.
Okay. And he's looking at your ticket. Seems to be in order. Looks at your papers. An American.
Yes, sir.
What's your business here?
I'm going to be doing some research abroad. Rare minerals and metals of the sort.
Alright, sounds boring enough.
It's actually quite interesting, but yeah.
Hands your stuff back. So that'll be an additional 5 silver.
I wasn't aware of additional fees.
Crown tax.
Crown tax. Could I do insight to see if he's just trying to earn some money from a foreigner? Insight would be an 18.
19.
Or 18.
18. You've already paid your ticket. All your papers are in order. You shouldn't be expected to pay any more, but he's very confidently stating that you're expected to pay 5 silver.
So at this time, you hear Valencia's voice, but in your head, and you hear me say, "I think he's just trying to get more money off of you. This is not a custom of the UK." But then you look at me,
Yeah.
and my mouth's not moving.
So yeah, he'd probably like glance over real quick, and then look back at the officer. Do I see any identifying like markings on his uniform to see, kind of tell what rank he would be?
Make an intelligence check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, you see that he is the equivalent of not quite the captain of the ship, but he is kind of like the, not first mate, but second in command of this patrol boat, based on his markings. You're not sure exactly what rank he might be, but you can see that compared to the other two, he's a little bit more.
Comparing the symbols and whatnot, yeah.
He's got more stuff on his
Yeah,
jacket.
it's more decorated, more fancy. He said 5 silver? Saul replies with, I believe, I don't remember it being 5 silver, but I thought it was 2 silver.
No, I said 5 silver.
I know what you said. I'm saying what I was told.
You were told wrong.
The captain would concur with your theory?
Absolutely.
Fine. He'll give him the 5 silver.
Thank you very much. I'll turn to you. Papers?
Hand him over my papers.
Here's the ticket. From Spain.
Yes, sir.
State your business here.
Gabriel de la Vega, at your service, sir. Master of Antiquities. And I show him my business card.
All right. Are you selling or buying?
It's I do a little bit of trading, a little bit of selling. Sometimes you know how the nobles get. They find something, they want to make sure they're paying what they should be paying. I go and validate what they're purchasing.
All right. All right. All right. Everything seems to be in order. It'll be 5 silver.
Think about it for a second. I go, all right. Would you mind if I got your name, sir?
Captain Osborne.
Captain Osborne, much obliged. Just want to have your name in case I meet people and I want to let them know what stand-up job you're doing.
Ah. It's a fine cane you have there.
Yes, sir.
Tell you what. You can keep your 5 silver, I'll take that cane.
Unfortunately, it's not for sale.
Let me rephrase that. Take your silver
Unfortunately, it's not for sale.
I think that Queen Victoria would probably want to know his name when you're checking her stuff.
Oh, she would be mighty interested.
back. Make a deception check.
I'm a foreigner. I don't have any clout.
Where am I?
12?
In this?
Kind of in the back corner, farther corner.
Am I able to hear everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
12?
Yeah.
He just kind of smirks and scoffs. Right.
Oh, I got the paperwork.
I'd like to see that.
It'll cost you 5 silver.
Yeah. It'll cost you 5 silver. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what you say back to him. Ah, all right. Fine. You don't want to give your cane up? 2 gold then.
Okay. You pay it.
All right. Takes the 5 silver.
Give him 2 gold.
2 gold. Pocket that. What about you? Papers?
Also, you can tell that despite being seasick, Saul's getting increasingly frustrated with this captain by extortion, or because he's extorting people, seemingly to him.
He reaches into his vest pocket and unfolds a piece of paper, hands it right to him, looking directly in the eye, gives him a nice wink.
Take your papers. Looks at the ticket. Ah, Colonial. They let you back in here?
I mean, wouldn't you?
Not your kind.
And I particularly wouldn't be having your kind checking tickets, but I mean, it's a crazy world out there. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. I've actually know someone, so he let me have a pass. Give him a nice smile.
Some of your papers. Everything seems to be in order. Throws him at the floor next to you.
Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to be getting right back to my book.
You gonna pick that up?
Oh, I will in a minute. I'm in the middle of a chapter right now, and it's getting quite... Well, I mean, if you know how to read, it's a pretty good book.
You hear a chuckle out of Saul.
That's littering.
I don't believe it is, because, I mean... Oh, I didn't do no such thing. I handed it right to you.
Boys, did you see that? The two officers behind him kind of chuckle and go, "Oh yeah, we saw him throw it on the floor."
You might want to get your eyes fixed.
Littering's a crime here. I don't know where it is from you came from, but we don't just throw trash on the ground.
Obviously, I believe you do, because, why don't you... And he's going to stand up. How tall is this officer?
About 6'2", kind of lanky, but
He's going to stand up to him and just kind of size him up a little bit, maybe reach same height. And he's going to look him straight in the eye and goes, "Don't sell me a dog," which means don't lie to me.
he'll not catch that. And I look at you and goes, 5 gold's a fine for littering.
Well, are you going to pay it up?
So you can pay it, or we'll ship you back to your criminal homeland.
And he's going to go down and pick up the paper and then tap it around his chest and go, "Don't worry, I'll pick up your mess for you. I always seem to do that." He's going to put it back in his vest, and then he's just going to put his hands right on the top button real quick, just to see what's happening.
Top button.
The vest. His own vest.
Okay. He's just kind of looking at you. You can sit back down now. Your fee's 5 gold.
I don't believe there was a fee at all. I believe you cloaks are trying to do something that you know you're not supposed to. And you're afraid that none of us will call you out.
It's our word against yours.
I believe it's not just my word. And he's going to gesture to the other people that he's already gotten to. He's going to start undoing his vest. Just very slow, not intimidating at all, just...
Valencia.
He'll kind of look at the 3 of you and goes, "Right. Because right now all I see is 1 criminal. There might be more in here."
Valencia is going to stand up, kind of watching the situation. She's going to walk up to the guard slowly and kind of caress his shoulder, and then kind of like give him some puppy dog eyes, and then I'm going to have him roll a wisdom saving throw.
All right, here we go.
As he's doing this, he's also sliding off his vest and just neatly folding it on the seat next to him.
I got my hand on the handle of the cane.
Saul's going to be putting away, quotation marks, his papers into his briefcase.
What was the guard's name?
Something Osborne?
Osborne?
Captain
Osborne.
Captain Osborne, I think that maybe we've had enough trouble in this cabin for one day. What do you say that you let this all go and go to the next cabin? You could probably find your gold there.
Oh, there's my dice.
He started it.
What's the DC?
14.
Well, he fails. So what are you casting?
I casted Charm Person on him.
Okay.
Ooh. All right, big guns.
Okay.
And so what she said to Captain Osborne was basically to let it slide and go to the next cabin, and he could get his money in the other cabin. And as she's kind of just like flirting with him, she pulls out her papers to show. Mm-hmm. And here's mine to speed up the process.
And he goes, "All right, that'll be fine. Lassie. Boys, let's go. And the guard the officer off to his right is going to reach out and grab your wrist. And
Okay.
you shouldn't have done that. And he's gonna swing to punch you in the face.
Okay.
I cast a cantrip as I see him grab the wrist.
Yeah, sure. He's gonna be throwing the punch as you're doing your thing.
I want to, after I fold the vest and set it down.
DM's first roll of an attack is a natural 20.
Ooh. Ooh. Big guns.
After,
All right.
I'll do this after the hit. So
Yeah.
that's
roll.
Okay.
Roll the hit.
he just did.
Yeah.
I did.
Roll the damage. My AC is not 20.
If it's
No,
a
no,
punch,
it's
it would just be.
Yeah, is it their...
No,
it's just
double-
one.
one, unless they're
Unless
They're
they've
probably
got
two.
unless they're
Unless
got
they
other
have
stuff.
Brass knuckles.
Oh, they might have. Oh, nice.
Well, all right.
Most anticlimactic knock.
Yeah.
Natural
I'm
20.
sitting here I get to roll my big old D4 dice and roll the 1. All right. There we go. Hits you for 4 damage with the crit.
Okay.
Bloodies your nose a bit.
And
And he's saying shouldn't be casting spells on the what did I call him?
On the guard.
On the crown's guard.
and as right after he hits him, a little bit of guilt in him. It's like, crud. He's gonna go. You shouldn't be punching ladies, and he's gonna touch his face and cast a light right in his eye, but like on his hat.
On his face?
On his hat.
On his hat. Okay.
Yeah, but like the tip of his
yeah, so it's like-
his middle finger is on top of his touching his hat, but the rest of his face is like hand is on his face. And
Okay. And remind me what the light cantrip does.
Makes
Two.
bright light.
Yeah.
The object illuminate bright light.
And after I get hit by this other guard, I look over to the now charmed guard and look at him like in despair and say, "Aren't you going to do something about that? That must be against the law."
Police brutality.
What does the light do?
It's just a
Blinding light?
blind. I'm just trying to blind him real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there
As soon as I cast it, I'm gonna have my eye shield. And
is
then cast
there a
it.
save or anything that he gets to do?
Nope.
Can he like
It's
dodge
just,
it?
You touch one object. I'm assuming he would be looking at a man. If he knows I'm gonna do it, he could try to close his eyes, I guess. But it doesn't. It's just a light cantrip.
Okay.
It's not
touching an unwilling creature. You don't get like a dex
I'm
save or
touching
anything.
the hat to cast on the hat.
Okay, it's a worn
But there
item.
isn't. It's not. It just says an object.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can touch anything,
one object
and
that is no
gives
larger
off
than
light.
10 feet in any dimension. Until the spell ends, the object sheds a bright light of 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. What I want to do is just cast it, and then as soon as I hear him react, dismiss it.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a dexterity save with disadvantage because he's hitting her.
That's fair.
What's your spell save DC? Doesn't matter. Natural 1.
Hey!
That works.
Oh, it does
So
say
we're gonna have
Dex.
some extreme swings.
I was gonna say it does say Dex 11 next to it, so I guess that's my DC because I don't know where my DC is because I don't do spells. That's just one cantrip I have.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he doesn't see it coming. Cap does blind him. And I'm sorry, what did you say to the one that you charmed?
To basically stand up for me, essentially. Didn't you see him just hit a woman now? After we agreed to be a good standing?
Yeah, and he tells me, "Stand down. Won't have any violence here." And the other one's gonna tap on the captain's shoulder. "Sir, you've been altered. You're she cast a spell on you." And he's kind of like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
The other one, seeing that their captain has been altered in this state is going to maintain grip on you and start to pull you out of the cart.
Okay.
Or out of your seating area.
Yeah. So she's gonna pull out one of her juggling rapiers and swing at the dude's wrist.
Oh, all right.
Wow!
All right.
It's a ballroom blitz.
I'm going to say at that point, you're pulling a sword. Everybody roll initiative for me.
Oh!
Not great.
18.
Wow, 18.
I actually have plus to initiative on this character.
Plus 5.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, this is nice.
I guess. Do you want us to go in
We all
a
have
circle?
pluses.
Yeah, I'm just going to.
18.
18.
21.
There we go.
We're ready to throw.
He's already at the rope. Damn.
14.
About to find me a husband.
I got a hot 5.
5. All right.
I guess kind of makes sense. They're the ones like involved in it.
Yeah,
We
I
were
was-
just kind of
I'm
sitting
like, do I
back.
want to get involved? I don't. Now that it's gone to fisticuffs, I guess I might.
Fisticuffs should just pull the sword out.
I'm 5 silver interested
Look,
in
that's
this fight.
semantics at this point.
Semantics. Sword, fisticuffs.
Yeah, same difference.
Whatever. 5. All right.
Right now, Saul is 5 silver mad and
Wow, that dice is going to get
like
fired.
3
That's
insults
another
mad.
natural 1. All right. Okay. And then the captain.
That was clutch with the turn person.
Nice. All right. You haven't introduced yourself yet, so I'll just point at Derek.
He's gonna get his fingers ready up to fists and basically Henry Cavill reload his 2 fists
No.
Best.
No.
Best.
and go to the
All right,
one
I'm
he
done.
just punched.
I cast
done.
fist.
That's the somatic, or the somatic
Yeah.
components for...
He's just gonna straight out try to deck the guy he just blinded
Uh-huh.
with a 15 to hit.
Nice.
Okay, 15 to hit. That. One second. Oh, there it is. That hits.
And then we're gonna also spend a key point to do Fury of Blows.
Alright.
Punch him and then just like left hook right inside the face.
Guess who the new guard's about to be? This group of hooligans.
Ooh, that's a 19.
Hits.
And then the third one.
I don't think I could do 2 right now.
No, Flurry of Blows is 2 extra.
PG-13. Everyone gets one. I give one.
Yeah, you're...
One before because rated R.
Heck yeah.
Because as a monk, you get to use your action to attack, and then bonus action is...
And attack as well. Nice.
Non-natural 20.
Oh,
All right,
And
so
then
you
he's gonna punch him in the face, left hook, and just wind back and headbutt.
there we go.
all right, go ahead and roll damage.
Proper British Donnybrook right here.
Yes.
Ooh, nice. Nice. And last one.
14 damage.
Total for all 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is the captain's turn. He's going to kind of step in between you and the guard that you just punched. All right, break it up, break it up. There's no need to fight. And he'll kind of like hand on his guy's chest,
Yeah.
hand on your chest, like knock it off. You said you were drawing your sword to cut his wrist. Are you still gonna do that?
Is my wrist still in grasp of a guard? Yeah, I'll flat blade him.
Just kind of like smack him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so scimitar proficient with that, so
Alright, well, let me know what kind of group we're in.
so I don't know if it hits. It's 11.
11 just hits.
Okay, and then
And if you're going to flat blade him, because it's not
yeah.
technically...
I'm just trying to get him to break off.
Yeah,
basically.
so it's going to do 1 bludgeoning instead of the slashing damage it normally does.
Okay.
If that's all right.
So
'Cause
whatever I
unless that
roll
would
will be
change what you were doing.
bludgeoning instead of slashing.
If you're going to hit him with a different part of the weapon, it's
Uh-huh.
going to be like an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 bludgeoning damage, non-lethal. That would be correct.
Yeah.
And then, is there... If that didn't break the grasp, then I would like to try to break free. I don't know if that'd be a strength check or not, but...
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Okay. Straight up D20 right here. No, she doesn't. With a 4.
Nope, not enough. He's still got a hold of you.
Okay. Oh, there it is. All right, that'll be my turn.
All right. Saul, what are you doing?
Better call him.
Solve this round. He's just gonna fidget for a second with the pistol in his briefcase. He's gonna think for a second. He's gonna load 3 bullets in. Close the cylinder. Open it back up. Put 1 more bullet in. And he's just gonna wait until the first person is either knocked out or is like about to be knocked out. He's just gonna wait. He's
You're gonna
gonna
hold,
just
basically.
like shoot straight up. Or no, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, someone in the top cabin.
Yeah. Is there a window in this in this one?
Huh?
Is there a window here?
Small little
You'll
window.
probably just shoot it through the window.
All right, I'm not going to make you roll it. Hit the
But,
window.
but that's
Bulletproof
if like someone's about
Okay.
goes down or guard or player goes down. He's just gonna do that to do the hey everybody shut up. I wanna make it to UK.
Okay. So you're holding your action. The other guard is going to run over and punch you in the face.
Go ahead.
Well, he's actually not going to punch you. He's going to pull his club out
Okay.
and just hit you try and hit you in the head. And what is their bonus? Does 24 hit
That hits.
and 22.
That hits.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna swing once, boom, one shoulder, boom, the other shoulder. For a total of 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right. All right.
Gabriel, your turn.
How far away am I from the second guy that sapped?
As far as the room's oriented now, you are sitting kind of to the left of the door. They're all facing away from you towards Valencia and the other guy in the room who punched
Gotcha.
one of the guards.
Okay.
Their backs are turned to you.
All right. I'm gonna it's getting a little too busy up in front, so I'm gonna just scoot to the back corner as far as I can.
Okay, you scoot closer to Saul.
Yeah, just to create some distance between us and them.
And you probably see him fidgeting with a revolver.
Oh, you've taken out of your briefcase?
Well, no, I mean, if he gets close to Saul, he's not like covering it. He has
just-
the briefcase open so that the guards can't
okay.
see. But I mean, it's open
He's
to
loading.
like anyone who's close to him.
And then I'm not gonna do anything with the cane, but Well, I guess I am going to do something with the cane. I'm going to point it at the one that started clubbing homie over here. And I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Not the one that's been taking a beating, but the one that's giving the beating.
The one who just walked
Yeah.
up. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So that's 19 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. So what's going to happen is I have the Grasp of Hadar invocation. Ooh. So it tags him, and then it grabs him and pulls him 10 feet closer to me.
Oh, get over here.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he'll only take 3 damage.
Okay.
But I'm hoping...
What does that look like?
Just... I didn't think of what the visual would be. You just see like a black stream of energy shoot out, almost like a hand of energy.
Ooh, I like that.
Hit him, and then yank.
Ooh,
That looks
dark.
Cool. That's cool.
And you see Saul kind of give you like a...
Just kind of shrug. I'm like, antiquities.
Antiquities.
And the guard that you just smacked on the wrist, he's gonna try and punch you into the stomach.
Okay.
All right. Assuming a 20 hits. And 21. That is 7 damage. As he punches you in the stomach twice.
Ooh.
And you see Valencia kind of like get knocked back. It spits out a little bit of blood, but she's still standing on her feet.
And he says, "You're all coming with us," and he blows his whistle.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's...
Yours.
Oh.
Perfect.
He's gonna see nice gentleman down there do his thing and look at him and try to give him a nice eye contact, give him a nod,
Nod it back.
and then we'll do let's go for this. Wait, which one did you grab?
The one that was taking swings at you.
Okay. Look over at the nice lady.
And the one that hit her isn't looking too good.
Alright.
He's like,
We're just
got
gonna.
a little, because you beat him up
Yeah.
pretty good. He's got a little blood coming out of his mouth. And
So since Captain Oswald is being friendly, I'm just gonna like gently place my hands on his shoulders, move to the side, go, "Excuse me," and just go and attack this guy who is
right.
not paying attention.
you're at this point you're flanking, so you get advantage on
Ooh.
That was 19 plus
hits.
whatever. We will
Nice.
7 points of damage in the back of the head, or back of the neck. How's he looking?
Valencia, you feel the grip on your wrist loosen
Okay.
as the blow from the other gentleman in the cart. You see the guard's eyes kind of go blank and falls face first in front of you.
Deserves you right. Spits on him.
And then he's gonna. You're standing and everything, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna extend his hand, offer for a shake.
She goes to put out her hand, and you could see that her wrist is like really bruised. And she goes and does the shake.
And go, "Dante, pleasure to meet you." And he's gonna turn to the other guy and just go to his movement.
It's only about 5-10 feet to
Yeah.
step.
We'll use another key point. Or wait, can I do that?
Yeah, you can split your attacks up.
Oh yeah, then yeah, I'll do another key point to do fury blows to this guy now.
All right.
Monks.
Because you're flanked with Gabriel now, so you get advantage on him as well.
Well,
Yeah.
that's 18 plus
Hits.
Oh man, look at this guy over here.
Ooh, advantage.
17.
Both hit.
Cool.
Nice.
I've lost basic math. 11.
11, nice.
Is he still standing?
What was the first one?
Or
11 was total.
11 was total.
Okay. Yeah, he's still up.
All right. So as he's doing it, he wants to kick him like as he's standing in the leg, like kind of towards the kneecaps.
Nice leg kick.
Yeah. And then like just like punch him straight in the kidney.
All right.
Ooh, kidney shots, those are the worst.
All right, and the captain is still...
Again, as I go by him, I want to put my hands on his shoulder again and go, excuse me.
The captain is still yelling, "Stand down, that's an order." And the other guy's pretty pissed off. He's not wanting to listen, but you can see he's kind of looking around like, this isn't great. But you do hear some footsteps.
It's about to be a...
Valencia, your turn.
Okay, who do we got left? One other guard and then the charmed one?
There's the captain who's charmed by you, and then there's the other guard who's looking a little wobbly on that leg that just got kicked.
Okay. Right. Mr. Wobbly should probably go down like some bowling pins. I'm going to do Vicious Mockery. And let's see.
Go.
What do we need? What do we need from you? I think it's
Mock
a
him to
save.
death.
So you're actually going to insult him? I want to hear what your insult is.
So
That's the fun of a bard, right?
it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he's great at that. 6.
All right, he fails. So she looks over at him and says, "I've seen old ladies fight better than you, old man." And he takes, when I don't put out a freaking D4, 4 max damage, and he takes 4 psychic damage. He has disadvantage on his next attack roll, and it makes before the end of its turn. And then as a bonus action, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Dante. And I will use my movement to, if possible, pickpocket the keys out of the captain.
You won't be able to use movement to do that. You'd have to use your action to do
Or
that.
action. So I think I already used my action.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
All right. Then that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Well, I'll use movement to back up, and then that's
Yeah.
it.
Are you going to like stand behind Saul?
Kind of behind him. Yeah.
Okay. Behind Dante?
Yep.
Okay. Saul, you're up. The guard's standing right in front of you,
Yeah, he's looking.
wobbly, and he just like his head just rocked back, and he's like,
He recoiled from the psychic insult.
yeah, like it cut him deeply
Yeah.
that he was called.
His feelings are really hurt.
Oh yeah.
Saul is like, this is not good. I'm in a room full of crazy people. Well, at least some crazy people. Yeah. And he hears like the footsteps of approaching guards. Having worked in the military and being quite familiar with marching feet, would you be able to guesstimate how many marching are on their way?
Make a perception or investigation check, your choice.
Both are the same. Okay. 14?
14. You hear in between, might be 3, maybe a 4th one, but you can hear kind of the people in the room next to you moving too, so it's kind of
Yeah, they're kind of
getting a little bit lost, but you're like, I think it's probably 3, maybe 4.
Okay. The woman who kind of started the kerfuffle, is looking pretty hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very hurt.
Yeah, she got slugged like 3 times.
I'm one more hit from unconsciousness.
She's bleeding. She's a little wobbly.
All right.
I could have helped myself out a little bit last turn, but I decided to just be a brat because I'm 18. So
Saul, in that case, he's gonna leave his pistol inside the briefcase, close it up, and he's just gonna take it and whap the.
Pistol whip him.
He's gonna not with the pistol.
Oh, okay.
But with the briefcase and just
Oh.
prank the guard in front of him.
All right, roll the hit.
Bonk.
the gun fires. No.
Shouldn't. There's plenty of clothes in there.
See what that natural 1 says, though.
Is it?
Oh no! Oh no! You cursed him,
Derek!
Derek. You cursed him.
Wow. The look of betrayal on
Like,
your face.
see what the natural 1 says. Lands on 1. Just Derek.
Yeah, the timing on that one. Ooh.
Yeah, you feel bad. You should.
I don't.
You don't. Okay. All right.
Dante might. I don't.
From the
Does
sounds
it
of it, I
become
don't think
a
Dante would care either.
pistol-propelled briefcase, or does someone else get shot?
Yeah. Yeah. So I hadn't thought of that. That's a really good idea.
no.
Yeah. As you go to swing at him, your briefcase comes open. Your clothes, your unmentionables, your pistol hits the back wall and slides onto the floor. Your clothes, everything, all your research notes,
Yep.
all over the room.
Yep.
Valencia looks down at the gun like, "You have a gun?" Like, I don't think you're supposed to have those.
I have an
They're
American
not-
license.
They're not common, but people do and have carried
Yeah.
it. But usually it's people who are a bit more well-to-do
Yeah,
or ex-military have.
And he's an
guns.
American.
yeah. There
Yep.
you go.
Americans are born with a gun in your
born
hand.
with-
Yeah.
All right, you gonna try anything else? 'Cause that's about. You could move.
I think. Could I spend my movement just kind of shoveling all the stuff into a pile that's filled out?
Yeah, I'll give you that. You want to go pick up the gun first, or
Yeah, gun. I'll just
Okay.
Put that like
just
pocket that real quick. No one saw that, and then just kind of like shovel
Did I
everything
see
into
that?
a pile.
Did I
Oh, I'm
see
pretty
that?
sure everyone saw it,
Everyone saw that,
except for the unconscious guard and maybe
and the captain saw
the
it.
captain saw it. Okay. But he's got bigger problems right now.
Yeah, the
Us.
the guard who is still up is going to blow on his whistle again, and he's going to take a swing at you,
Me?
Even though I'm behind
Dante.
him.
Huh?
Even though he's gonna turn around and hit me. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're the one that hit him last.
Oh
so-
wait,
That's fair.
would I have had advantage on that guard?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we gonna retcon it or no?
No. That's fine. We can retcon that.
Okay.
I did tell you had advantage before you rolled though, because he was in front of you.
Okay, it's up to you.
No. Don't
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead. That's fine.
Sorry for the natural 19.
Okay.
Oh, that's a difference.
Slight rewind.
Valencia never
Just
saw
brief-
the gun on the or his underwear
Yeah.
on the ground,
You guys don't know he has a gun.
Why did
or
you
polka dot underwear.
You know I haven't
I was say you
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
know. I'm fully aware. I don't care.
You know what I have.
You have antiquities.
You know what kind of box of briefs I wear.
I just go for the
Yeah.
the briefcase smack.
Are you proficient with improvised weapons?
No.
Okay. So
But natural 19 I think still
it
hits.
still hits. Yeah, exactly. And it's D4.
Okay. Briefcase damage
4.
plus strength 5.
All right. Boom. Knocks him down.
No second whistle.
No second whistle. So yeah, that is end of combat. You hear the footsteps approaching. You see the other guard.
And Saul's gonna just sit back down. With his like arms crossed over his briefcase, just trying to play cool.
As there were just guards strewn
Can
about.
I
Yep.
try to swoop keys and whisper something in the guard's ear since he's still under the spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I'm going.
Well, what are you gonna ask him? He might just give them to you
Yeah.
if you want. But
So
it
I want to
depends.
say, I need your keys real quick, and can you go outside and calm this situation? They might not understand. that they actually attacked me first. So we'll sit down and pretend like nothing ever happened.
He's like, that's what I saw. He hit you first. I don't know why he did that. He just kind of snapped.
I'm gonna
And he's gonna say, I don't know what keys you're talking about though. Those.
Oh, I thought I saw you with some keys. I must have been mistaken.
And he pulls out the gold coins and he's like, you might have heard these.
That's what I was looking for. Can I have those for my friends?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage.
while they're whispering, maybe I don't hear them. I'm gonna go up and like gently go to this woman and go, "Are you okay?" And I'm going to
22.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Fails.
gently
What?
You get all the money that he took from everybody else.
Sweet.
gently mind if I
I'm just gonna give it back to you.
ask for your wrist real quick?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
I'm gonna look at her Bruce.
I mean, I
wrist
don't
and go,
care. I was gonna pay, but sorry. Go ahead.
and go, "Are you all right?" And then cast. You see my hands glow a little bit,
Okay.
and then you get 3 hit points as I do healing hands on you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Are you Asmore?
And then he's
Out
gonna
of
stand
character.
up straight and look at the officers like, "You did an excellent job protecting us from those corrupt cloaks there on the ground."
He's gonna kind of look at you. I don't know what you mean by cloaks, but and he'll kind of pick up this one of the guys by the scruff of his uniform and sticks his head out. So the other guy, "Don't worry, situation's under control. It was a misunderstanding. Take these 2 twits back to the boat." And they kind of all the other guys who were running with their clubs drawn are like,
It looks like we
"Okay."
lost, sir.
And it's kind of like, all right. And they drag him back to the boat.
And
And he tips his hat.
I just give him a nice wink and a smile, and then go back and put his vest back on.
Right.
I'm just sitting there with like a bloody lip on the bench. Pull my dulcimer back out, start playing some music.
Right. The rest of the journey is uneventful. The guard captain, or the Crown's guard, disembark from the ship. They end their inspection with your room. Yeah.
Well, I guess I should introduce myself, since I kind of started this mess. My name is Valencia Vicari. What are your guys' names?
As he hears from his seat her speaking, he's going to close his book and then get up and walk over and see if there's an extra seat by them to actually be able to conversate with them.
Mhm.
And sit down. He goes, "That was mighty fine trickery you were pulling there. I believe I introduced you to myself, but I do not have the pleasure of meeting you two. Dante is the name. Thank you for the help."
I look at Sal, then I look at him. I'm like, well, like I said before, Gabriel de la Vega, pleasure. It was a good start to the day, I think.
Do you have a nickname? That's a big word.
I mean, you just.
Gabriel.
I mean, that's my full name, so you can just say Gabriel or Gabriel.
Gay? You go by...
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a happy man. I like it.
I'm Saul Peterson. I'm from states out around Texas.
Was a and he tries to mimic just for fun an American accent. What is a fine fellow like yourself doing around here?
Valencia's chuckling.
But he makes it known that he's just having fun, not trying to mean it in a mean way.
Yeah, okay. Can you promise not to punch me if I tell you? Also being
Yeah.
joking.
Play your cards right, and we could see about that.
I'm here to conduct some research as you may have overheard me talking to our good friend the captain.
Research on what?
Various minerals and metals that could be applied to my research.
At this point, well, not at this point, he mentioned research. Gabriel perked up, heard metals, and then just shook his head and went back to his book. No longer. I was like, all right, yeah, this is boring.
That's awesome.
The materials aren't as plentiful in the States as they are here in Britain. So I decided to travel across the sea and study abroad. Hopefully get my hands on some of them.
What kind of materials are you looking for?
I don't know if you are familiar with them, but there'd be some mithril and possibly some other sturdy alloys.
Interesting. She's trying to act interested, but she's really not.
Yeah.
If you want, I can give you a brief history of the origin of mithril and how it came to be. It's not a very naturally formed metal.
Gabriel's yawning in the corner.
Yeah, he's yawning, reading his book, doesn't even look up, but he says, I'm not interested, but I do a lot of research. I can probably point you in the right direction.
May I have one of those business cards?
Oh, yeah, please.
Oh, thank you. Much obliged.
A business card. That's fancy.
Yeah, only a few people have these in the States.
You must be an important man.
Oh, important's a strong word. But I mean important people. Let's say that. Would you like a business card?
Yes, I would. I've never seen one before.
Enter my business card. It's pretty plain. I don't care that much about the presentation I put together. It just says Gabriel de la Vega, importer, trader, researcher, validator, like it's one / this / that / the next of antiquities.
Nice. She's kind of like smiling, like excited that she could even have one. Puts it in her pocket.
And then I go sit back down and go back to reading my book. And it's the book that you had seen earlier, the one that's like metal bound and all that.
Saul's gonna go sit down, kind of in the corner, and he's gonna unload the revolver real quick.
Giggity giggity goo.
Gun safety. Good.
Gun safety.
It's about this time you hear some dings on a bell. Time to stand up, depart. As you guys filter off the steamboat and onto the docks, you see kind of all manner of people, humans mingled with some dwarves who are, pointing at other steamships, moving crates and things like that. A couple halflings here and there who are, writing on clipboards and taking inventory. Few burly half-orcs are carrying crates back and forth. All manner of people. What are you doing?
So are we just kind of like single filing off the boat?
Going through customs. All
On
that
the
kind of
rope
stuff.
ladder, basically?
Customs has already been done.
Oh, customs,
You are,
okay.
yeah. You've
Okay.
entered the country legally. As far as the people who haven't, the foreigners anyway.
Do you know where I could find some sort of guide? I'm looking for the cartographer's corner. I have a job lined up at that place, and I don't really know how to get there.
I'll just go look around and see if anyone heard that.
Saul's ears would have perked up. Would Saul have been given directions from the port to Cartographer's Corner? No, okay. Funny you should say that, miss. I'm actually headed there myself, there to meet with a friend of a friend.
May I join you then?
Sure, but I must confess I do not know where that may be.
We'll find it together.
Does Does mainly any other guards hear this or anything, or seem interested in the conversation?
No, there's people milling about. You see a couple officers who are kind of like, you see there's like three of them who are kind of waiting and they're looking.
Is there any like kids around?
It's probably pretty loud, huh?
Like
It's pretty loud.
yeah.
Kids?
yeah, like just kind of like kids that are kind of like running about, just
Maybe
By the
like,
docks.
yeah, by the docks, just playing or being up to mischief or
Kicking a ball around.
kicking a ball around. I'm looking for a kid to give a coin to
Oh.
lead us to the place that they might
Not
have.
really. There's like a kid with the family who's departing,
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah,
there's
no.
not like
Yeah.
kids playing by the river.
Okay.
Well, if it seems like we're going the same direction, why not we just all go together? And he goes up to the...
Is there a stagecoach?
You see, there's a few, but they're being boarded already.
They're having the signs up saying
And
like,
As-
No, yeah, not quite, but there are
Yeah.
people who are going to stagecoaches.
as he said that, he's going to put his arms around the two, both Sal and what was her name again? Valencia. And then put them back down.
you just kind of like did like that. And,
No, I said we were going to go together.
okay. Well, we don't have a direction.
Would I happen to know where it is? No. Well, we could find some information. I have ways. First, why don't we all get a drink?
What about the business card, man? Gabriel?
What I know?
You've heard of it as a place to gather information, but you haven't been to it before.
For sure.
You know about where it's at, as far as like you've heard the street that it's on, which I can't.
You're the
remember
only
at
one that
moment.
would have connections in the city, really.
Yeah, that sounds like it may be the case.
Yes, what about Gabriel? Would you like to join us for a drink?
I can't say no to a good drink. One of my few vices.
I mean, I believe we all do deserve something after
Yeah.
that incident.
That's fair. That is very fair. As far as the cartographer's corner is concerned, I haven't been there personally, but the name does ring a bell.
You remember that it's on the corner of Wellington, near the Waterloo Bridge, where you're at.
Oh, okay, so it's not that far away. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it's that far away. I believe, if I remember correctly, it should be on the corner of Wellington. Not too far away from where we are right now, actually.
Do you reckon north, south, east, or west?
I'm not good with directions like that. I just, I've been here. Once you learn an area, you don't pay attention to north, south, east, west. You just kind of feel it out.
I think if the sea is this way, and that's to the west, then we can use that as a way of finding where we need to go.
I'm gonna do a.
I mean, there's a bridge over there because there's the Thames that's to the west.
I'm gonna do a.
Thames runs
Because we were in
west
the Thames,
to
right?
east. Yeah, runs west to east. So if you went away from the Thames, it'd be going north.
I'm gonna do a perception, see if there's any just pubs nearby. 8.
It's London. There's pubs.
Yeah,
Every 3 buildings.
I mean that sounds right.
I'll have to check with Deco on that one.
Yeah,
See
fair
if there's actually pubs everywhere in London. But when I was on Google Earth checking some of these locations, because I went into that much detail,
Hey,
Yeah.
to
man.
my own chagrin, there are a lot of pubs in London.
Yes, there is.
Surprising amount.
So we're just gonna watch the
Surprising.
a close one, none in particular.
Yeah, you go in. There is a
What's it called?
what's it called?
The Allies. Or that hasn't happened yet.
No, it's not called the Allies. That has definitely not happened yet. Pub is called Beef Wellington because it is on Wellington Street, which runs north, right from the Waterloo Bridge.
How big
It's
is it?
kind of a dive,
Sure.
but they've got like pictures of the Queen up, and there's some kind of ratty looking dock workers who come in there.
All right. It's cheap is what I'm hearing.
It's very cheap. Like that's like you've seen some bars in your home country that are like kind of makes you feel at home.
All right. I was gonna look around and see if anyone followed him as he walked up to the corner
Follow
counter.
you.
Yeah, I mean,
Since you seemed insistent on going together.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do a look at the counter. 4 shots of your best whiskey.
It kind of raises an eyebrow. The bartender is a halfling on a step stool, kind of looking over. He goes, best whiskey. Those are about $1 a piece.
For just a shot?
Just a shot. You said the best.
That's right, I did say the best.
What if I played some music for this lovely pub to lighten the mood? Would you cut us a deal?
He kind of looks to everybody. There's 3 people in here, not including yourselves. No.
Like I said,
I have to make money.
let's make it lively. Maybe the music would draw in some customers. We could try.
Make a persuasion check.
20.
No.
Ah. It's all right. I'll cut you a deal. 8 silver each.
Sounds fair.
He just gives him, actually, that would be,
Did you give us our money back, or did you keep it all?
Oh yeah, about that.
Valencia, I believe you have our money.
Yes, I do. I do remember that I got that back. Yeah, here you go. And he just starts divvying it back up.
I let you keep mine.
Thank you, Gabriel. That's very kind.
how much gold and money was in there in total? Just the ones he took from them, or?
I gave up.
It was
Yeah, I gave
5
up
silver
5 gold.
each, and then you gave up
Another 2 gold.
another 2 gold,
Yeah.
so it was the equivalent of 3 gold.
Yeah,
You never got your money
Yeah.
because you guys started to fight.
I go to give it to you, and I'm like, you know what? Go ahead and use mine for the drinks.
And I kind of just go and find a table, and I just like take the initiative to open up the window, and I start playing a little bit louder than I normally would by the window to see if it would draw people in. And I'll do a
Do a performance check.
Well, I mean, hearing that, he'll go, I like it, and slide his gold over, which was 2 gold?
24.
2.5. I think it almost
24.
covers.
2 gold?
People
actually-
kind of like perk up and
I
they're like,
cover.
gold.
Oh, 32. Yeah, so toss
32
it.
silver.
32 silver. That's true. That's true.
I'll do my 5 silver that was taken. And then...
That puts us at 30
He'll just,
silver.
he'll take a gold from himself and just take your 5 silver.
Okay.
Boom, done.
So 3 gold total.
There you go.
I should probably keep track how much gold I'm spending. Oh, jeez.
With my 24 performance check.
Nice.
Nice.
you see a couple people perk their head up, and there's some people who are more well-to-do that are definitely looking at you through the window, but are kind of like, and walk away. But you draw about 5 people in,
Cool.
and the bartender's kind of sitting there like,
Doubled business.
I told you.
And he's going to take a shot and then raise it to the bartender, go to business partners, and takes it and downs it.
What?
and he's just kind of like, okay.
Here's his card.
Classic.
Yeah, you all have your drinks. Valencia's
Entertaining.
playing near one of the windows.
You'll wait until her song's over.
Ask
Or songs.
Yeah.
the pub keep if they might be able to point us in the direction of the Cartographer's Corner.
He says, "Oh, yeah, I know the place. Kind of an odd place, but whatever. About 4 blocks down, off to the left. Can't miss it. Try not to talk too much to the gentleman there. He's definitely a talker."
All right. Much obliged.
tips his head towards you.
Yep, he'll take his drink, his whiskey, and go sit down at a table near where Valencia is playing, just kind of watch and listen until we're ready to go.
Okay.
And Saul also relay the directions to everyone else. To that,
Okay.
the three of them.
Valencia wraps up her songs and kind of hops off the table and goes over to actually enjoy her drink. And then goes to Saul. Is that your character's name? Over to Saul and asks if he was able to find any information on directions.
Yeah. So it appears that Cartographer's Corner is going to be about 4 blocks due that direction. And apparently the gentleman running the place is quite the talker.
I love talking.
As you finish your performance, you hear a round of applause. A couple people toss you about 4 silver.
There you go.
Sweet. Coming up in the big leagues.
Yep, just been
Shall-
I've been sitting there just
Shall
reading
we?
again, nursing. We leaving?
We shall.
After you.
Cool. Since everyone's getting up, I just knock back the drink and
Yep.
what's left of it. Let's head out.
All right, you walk down the street a few blocks, down Wellington Street, cross Strand, and right at Wellington and Strand is the Cartographer's Corner. You see a compass rose on the sign and maps of London, maps of Africa, Asia. Some of them are stylized, some of them are a bit more like small sections and road maps almost. In the windows. And as you enter, there's nobody else in the shop, but you see a man in his late 50s sitting at the counter, top hat on a stand next to him. Not a real tall top hat, just a nice, plain, modest top hat. Dark crimson suit, jacket, vest, pants, bright red mutton chops. Not quite balding, like you could see he had a mane of hair at one point in his younger years, but it's starting to thin at the top.
Does he have like the really big poofy mutton chops?
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Almost.
Yeah.
A little taller than 6 foot. Kind of lankier, kind of like that wiry.
Yeah.
You see him kind of reclining and sees you all enter.
Howdy. Howdy.
Cheerio, chaps! Yeah, I did it, I know.
Gotta get one in.
Gotta get one.
Still need another governor.
Yeah.
What can I do you for today?
Well, we've been looking for you. I heard there's work here to be done, and we're here to add some extra hands.
All of you?
Well,
Are you Valencia?
yes, Fakiri. That is me.
Oh, good. One of my contacts sent your information over to me.
Yes, pleasure. I was told that you needed an extra hand around here.
Yes, I need help with some deliveries.
I can do that.
Job doesn't pay too well, but
Just doesn't
includes
A bit of a pause there.
It doesn't pay. ...
Too what?
it includes room and board and meals.
That sounds good. That sounds nice. I like this. I'd say we have a deal. Yes. Do I need to sign any papers or where can I put my bags? My belongings?
Hold on to them for now. We'll fill paperwork out later.
Sounds good. My friends, I think they were looking for you too, or at least one of them. Perhaps you can help them out.
Yeah, I'm actually in town to place bets on a horse, and I need a map to make my way to the races.
Really?
Indeed. I believe the race will be in Cheltenham, and I'm trying to bet on a Whistlejacket.
He raises his eyebrow. I see. Well,
Jacket.
I'll have to dig that one out. But give me a moment. What can I help the two you fine gentlemen with?
Kind of motion Dante first.
Believe our good friend here stole the words right out of my mouth.
Saul is going to give you a sideways glance like, did I now?
Really?
I do. Are you the proprietor here?
I am.
As
Oda.
I reach into his pocket and hand him a letter.
Takes it out, reads it. Well, it's not every day the shop fills up with help.
What was the
Will you be
gentleman's name
staying?
again?
Huh?
What was his name? Did I ask?
No, he hasn't introduced himself yet either.
What a jerk. I'm just kidding. My boss. I didn't say all that.
Yeah. See, I'll be helping you as well. And you, fine sir, what can I help you with?
Been meaning to come here for some time. Name is Gabriel de la Vega. Hand him a business card.
There's a lot of those.
Well, hey, businessmen are fine. May I get your name, sir?
Ah, yes, I'm Lieutenant Montgomery Tugburn.
I salute, Lieutenant.
Tugburn. I've heard of
Tugburn.
this.
Wow, thanks, Ian.
That was in
Give a quick
character.
salute. Just
Whatever.
Whatever. Touch my soul.
I'm like, Lieutenant, and then I just say, I don't need current maps, but I do a lot of research and all that around London and the country. I was wondering if you didn't by chance have any older maps.
How old?
As old as you can get.
I have a few. Are you looking for local maps or foreign maps?
Both would be great, but since I'm living in London for the time being, local-ish would be fantastic.
Yes, Victoria,
Right.
this kind of seems all odd that everyone's looking for maps all together.
I mean,
Everyone starts staring at her as she's talking to herself. Did I say that out loud? Never mind.
And then Dante's
Not at
just
all.
gonna have a smile on his face that just goes, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She's
But yeah,
that type of crazy.
yeah, Gabriel just nods. He's like, as the card says, I'd like to trade, sell, research antiquities. Occasionally, this involves validating areas or going to areas that may no longer be present or as easily read on newer maps. Sometimes documents reference places that no longer exist, and finding older maps makes my job a lot easier.
All right. Well,
And then
I
if
believe I can help everybody here.
on occasion any of those maps get weird, even better.
Weird. All right. I've got a few, but got someone else you might want to talk to at some point.
I'm interested.
Well, how about all of you come into the back?
Mm.
And that's where we'll leave the episode.
Yeah. Number one in the bag.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to the Sleight of Hand podcast, March of the Fang campaign. If you'd like to know more, follow us on Facebook or Instagram at the Sleight of Hand podcast and on Twitter at Sleight of Hand PC. Or write a review on iTunes. We'd love to hear from you.
If you'd like to contact us, our email is thesleightofhandpodcast@gmail.com. All content is created and owned by the SOH Network. All artwork created for podcasts are created and illustrated by Deco on Instagram at onebluewolf_AD or at artstation.com/onebluewolf. Rules as played are based on D&D 5th edition mechanics. Stay rad and happy gaming.